Hello everyone, it's Kaylee. This is just a quick video I've wanted to do for a while but not really had the time to put together yet. So this is something, I'm about to dye my hair, which is why it's a mess, so it's just something I've thrown together now. And it's actually a video that I'm doing for somebody, and it's for Tom Williams. And the reason I wanted to do it is because in one of his videos, and for a long time since I've known him personally, he's always said, and this is a sensitive issue, and I just want to come out and say this isn't meant horribly or anything, but I know that he wants to lose some weight. And I wanted to make this little video because I have always had trouble, not so much losing weight, but keeping it off. I've always been able to lose half a stone, but then kind of stop and it comes back on. I've just finished overtime at work. I'm a bit of a mess. But yeah, these are just some things that have helped me. And even though it's made for Tom, obviously, if any of these help you, then I'm really happy about that. But I'm not saying these are definitely going to work, but these helped me a lot. And a lot of them might seem like very simple things, but they're things that I didn't actually cotton on to, some of them, and they've really made a huge difference. I'm still not a healthy weight yet, still am overweight. I've got another 2 stone to lose before I'm classed as an ideal healthy weight, but I've already lost 1.5 stone, and that's the most I've lost for a while, and I've kept it off for about 4 weeks. So I'm actually, this doesn't seem like much, but this is actually the best I've done. I usually fluctuate really quickly, and these are just some things that have helped me and that I kind of wanted to share. The first one, I've left my coat downstairs, but the first one is an app. I don't know if it's available on Android, but it is definitely on iPad and iPhone, and there is a website as well. It's completely free, and it's called MyFitnessPal. And what it is essentially is it's a calorie counter, but it also calculates the amount of calories that your exercise burns off, and it helps to tally up what you're eating, and it helps you just keep an eye on the amount of calories you're taking in, because a lot of calories are empty and you don't count them and you don't realise what you're actually taking in until you count them. It's got a barcode scanner, so if you're having a sandwich from a shop or a ready meal or something like that, you can scan the barcode in, it'll automatically put in what you've got. And you also put in some answers about your lifestyle, in like how busy your work is. Are you doing a mostly walking job like a nurse, or are you at a desk a lot? And it takes that into consideration, and how much calorie allowance you're allowed. That has helped a lot. Another nice feature on it is if you can add your friends on it. So that means your weight is kept private, obviously, but if you lose any weight, not if you gain it, which is nice, but if you lose any weight, it goes up on the feed on it, which is kind of like Facebook, only for MyFitnessPal. But also, it sends a reminder out to your friends if you haven't been on it for a while, telling them that you might need a little bit of encouragement. And I think that that's a really nice little feature. It also, it does adjust for when you lose a lot of weight. When I lost 10 pounds, it kind of adjusted for me going into plateau, which is when your body kind of slows down its weight loss and begins to adjust to its new weight. So it actually, it actually adjusts your calorie allowance to compensate for that as well. And once you've reached a healthy weight, it kind of switches from helping you lose weight to helping you maintain the weight you're at, and that's really useful. So that's called MyFitnessPal, and if you search for it on the App Store, you should be able to find it. And there is a website as well if you haven't got an iPad or an iPhone, and they're all free to use. Another thing I've found that helps me, and I think that this is a reason that I had trouble losing weight before, is one thing I've found: if you try to lose too much weight and change too much too quickly, it becomes overwhelming and you give up. well, I do. A lot of people are much more strong-willed than I am. But I personally got overwhelmed making a lot of changes all at once and feeling that I had to stick to them. For example, when I went on a weight loss regime before, I'd start running, eat healthy, very healthy, like, well, not healthy, but just salads and stuff. Really cut right down and do it all in one day. And if I couldn't do one of those things, like if I couldn't go running or couldn't eat a salad or was busy, I'd kind of subconsciously feel like, oh, there's no point doing it today. I'll put it off till tomorrow. The problem with doing that is you'll do it again tomorrow and the day after and the day after and the day after, and it goes on, and it's actually a very unhealthy mindset, and I didn't realise it until I got out of it. But yeah, if you change too much too quickly, it makes it harder for yourself. So what I've found is easier is to make small changes and stick to them. If you have whole milk, change it to semi-skimmed. Don't eat so much red meat. Try to change to turkey. I really like spaghetti bolognese with turkey mince. I think it's really, really tasty. Change your bread to wholemeal. The calories are pretty much the same, but wholemeal's got more fibre in it, which is better for you. Change your Coke to Diet Coke or Coke Zero. There are no calories in it. Or better still, water. And just little things like that. And instead of like going for a 2-hour run, just a half an hour walk or 15. Heck, you don't even need a gym. Just up and down the stairs like 5 times will get your heart rate. Will raise your heart rate. And as long as your heart's beating quicker than normal, you'll burn fat. What's another one as well? But yeah, those are the 2 most helpful things. And one thing that I have kind of had to accept, and this is kind of a hard one, is you do have to struggle a bit. Losing weight is difficult and it is work, but only for the first few weeks. After that, your body adjusts to it and you actually start to enjoy it. I've recently started a new job where I'm walking non-stop for about 7.5 hours. And the first week, oh my word, I wanted to die. I wanted to go home, go to bed, and what's it? But I've been there 5 weeks now. It'll be 6 next. And my body's adjusted. I'm not tired at the end of the day. I mean, I've been up since 7 and I'm feeling pretty alright. I'm still a bit flued up and I want to get in the bath and do some drawing and that. But I'm feeling fine and I'm going out on Sunday after work and I wouldn't have even been able to do that. And the thing is, your body is like that with anything. Your body is good at adapting to change, but you need to give it the time to. And that means that when times are hard, you do need to stick to it. You do need to have some self-control and yes, I will do this, I will. And that. I think Scrubs summed it up best. It is hard, but nothing in this life worth having isn't. And you feel that much better for it. Seriously, the exercise makes you feel... Exercise releases serotonin into the bloodstream, which is your body's happy hormone. And it does. It gets rid of stress and it makes you feel so much better. But I'm not going to lie and say losing weight is the easiest thing in the world, because it's not. It needs work and it needs a bit of sacrifice, but you do gain stuff back off it and you feel that much better. But those are 2 of the things that have helped me the most. The MyFitness app, the doing little things every day. Like, for example, I'll let myself have a treat now occasionally. I'll have a full fat Coke at work or something, but that doesn't mean my whole day's been wasted. That doesn't mean a half an hour walk is wasted. It's still a half an hour walk. And you've got to learn to be able to treat yourself, but let that be it. Like, have a treat, but not think, okay, today is treat day, as Brian Butterfield would say. Have a treat and then leave it. And you can have one again in a few days. For example, I did overtime, so me and a mate went to Starbucks after work and I had a Frappuccino for the first time in about 2 months. And oh my word, it was brilliant! And because I hadn't had one for so long, it tasted so good. And, oh, it's brilliant. And it is so worth it. It is so worth it. And Tom, I know you've mentioned... This is one that I think appertains to Tom particularly, but I think it can appertain to lots of people because a lot of people have an emotional connection with food. It is a comfort thing and it can cheer you up. But you have mentioned feeling like you're addicted to food, and with any addiction, you feel like you're not in control. But the thing is, you can be. You can be in control, but you've got to get in control of it. And speaking as somebody that has had to have counselling, it can be really difficult to go to a doctor and say, look, I think I've got a problem and I need help to get over it. But it is something you have to do, and it's not a strange thing. A lot more people than you think have probably had to have counselling. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It doesn't mean you're weak, and it doesn't mean you lack control. It means you're getting in control of your life. You've recognised that there's a problem and you're taking care of yourself, and it's something that's very important. So if you do, Tom, genuinely feel like you're addicted to food and you're not in control, then don't be afraid to get help for it. You are not the only person. In fact, they might put you in contact with people that feel the same. Seriously, making friends with people in the same situation can be so good for you when you're in a, it just makes you feel like you're not alone, and it does a lot for you. But those are just some pieces of advice, little changes. Change your Coke to a Diet Coke, change your milk to a semi-skimmed, walk up and down the stairs 5 times, stand up whenever you can, step ups, stuff like that. Little things really help. So I hope that's helped a little bit. I'm sorry it's not as informative as I hoped it would be, and I'm sorry I've got a stupid bow on my head. I'm off to dye my hair now because I want it to be nice for Mackie Day, which is Sunday. My friend Mackie is turning 26 and we're going to bowling and curry, and I cannot wait. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed making it. Tim's on the bed, asleep. Baby boy. Look at you. Oh, he's so cute. See you later. Bye-bye.